not a joke. If you take it as a joke, you're going to lose today. Fingers up. We are ready to
look, learn, and listen. It's composition.
Wow, nice job, scholars. All right. Yesterday, we started a new unit on non-fiction text. Does anybody remember what non-fiction means? What does non-fiction mean? Tyler, what's non-fiction? It's real. It's not real, which means it's real. So can we say that together? Non-fiction is real. Non-fiction is
real.
Nice job getting back to that level 0. So yesterday, we started looking and revving up our minds to read a text called Bugwise. Today, we're going to be practicing again that same skill, Tim and Kyle, of revving up our minds to get ourselves ready to read that nonfiction text. Jordan, turn to me. The papers you need are on your desk. So, we're going to get 10 seconds to get our reading minds revved up to get started in nonfiction. So just like what we did before, looking for one scholar to model for me what revving our minds looks like. Looking for the best ones that didn't get to go yesterday. Madison, I don't think you got to go yesterday. Madison, how do we rev up our minds? All right, pretty good. Let's see another one. Lauren, try your best revving up. Ooh, I like her one. Ready? We got 10 seconds and we got to get to that level 0, all right? Ready? Start your engines. Set. Hey, wait. Level 0. 3, 2, 1. Level 0. Wait, we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. When I say go, you'll start it. Ready? Start your engines. And go. Totally got to that level 0 right away. Didn't waste any time. Jordan, go get your shirt on and sit down. You have 10 seconds before it becomes a star. I need that level 0 where we cannot rev up our minds like that. Wow, Stacia, really nice job. Jordan, have a seat and put your shirt on. You have 10 seconds or it's going to become a star. Who else is sitting super strong, getting their minds ready to go? Yes. Getting ready to go. Wow, Armanda. Can you pass this Armanda, please? Looking for who else is in the front and also be my helper. Nice job, Julia. All right, scholar positions and eyes up here. Talila, please don't make that choice. So, scholars, one thing we do to get our minds ready, for a nonfiction text, the way that we the way that we rev our minds up is we look at those nonfiction features, text features. We look at things we discover without even reading the text. So we rev our minds up by looking at what's to come without even reading. So the first thing we look at is, can somebody look at our anchor chart up on the right? And somebody, can you read that first one for me? Leon, stop to take
Can I read the Bible?
Not right now. Tyler, can you please read us the first thing?
Title, the name of the text.
Thank you. Nice job, Thailand, for reading. Here you go. Looking for my next volunteer to read. Davion, read table of contents.
No.
Up there. Hold,
Hold
pause.
information.
Nice job, Davion. Thank you. Looking for someone who can read heading. Lanaya, you were totally tracking the anchor chart. You go.
Info.
Heading is what?
Heading. Louder.
Thank you,
Louder.
Lanaya. Looking for
hear
one
that.
more.
I
Can you
couldn't
hand
hear
this
that.
to Lanaya, please? One more scholar to
hear that.
read photos, pictures, and captions.
hear
Armanda.
that.
And that's for Amanda. Tyler, sit up. Another scholar. Diagram. Timoteo.
I'm against it.
Excellent. Bold words. Astacia.
Somebody don't know it's 2 times 4. God dang. Somebody don't know it's 2 times.
Awesome. Important vocabulary words to remember. Leon, eyes up here, please. Let's not get distracted. Leon, eyes up here. And one more. Oh, no, 2 more. We have caption, hands down. These are the ones for me. Captions and map are the 2 we are going to be working on. Our new ones for today. So, a caption is the writing next to a...
What is that?
next to a picture or a diagram that gives more information about it. So if we're looking at a picture,
Map. An image.
hold on, I'm just waiting to see how quiet we can get while I'm speaking. So when we're looking at a
Mommies in the morning.
say it again.
You really
When we're
don't
working
know
on
for
captions,
real.
no, you don't need to tell me. When we're reading and looking at a picture,
Glover. Mr. Glover.
if scholars continue to speak over me, that would be a big bummer. Savion, check. I need you at a level 0. I need you at a level 0. So when we're looking at a caption, it's the piece of the writing. It's the writing next to a picture or a diagram that gives more information about it. A map shows us an image of the land or the area that also gives us some more information. So let's practice this skill again. I'm looking for my scholars, Sylvia, put the book down, to get their new packet out in front of them and their worksheet next to them at a level 0. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to get yourselves ready. Scholars, if you need something, you raise your hand to say something. Yes, Madison? It's right behind you. Yes, Danielle?
Stop.
What? It's right there. What other keys? You don't need this. This is up there so that we can all have it. All you should have is this and this. The 2 papers that were on your desk. I told you to bring them when we came. You're going to have to pay me a ticket to
I know.
go get it, but you need to pay me a ticket. I told you to bring it when you came.
Constitution.
You're up here. Go get it.
Entitled table.
Scholars, if you need something, please raise your hand. Yes, Lanaya.
More words.
Both papers were on your desk, and you were instructed to bring them. If you did not bring both papers, you need to pay me a ticket to go to your seat. Sorry, it was on your desk. All right, if you don't have them, you need to pay me tickets to go. Yes, if you do.
What you laugh like that?
Only if you pay a star. Fine, go. Stop. Sitting strong at a level 0 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Hands folded with your things out.
Daddy.
Thank you, Lanaya. Akira, go quickly. Jalen, decide if you're going to come in or not. All right, scholars, so let's take a look at the front of our new page. The first thing I notice is what's on the front cover. Leon, turn and face me, please. My last reminder. The next time it's going to be a star. Tylen, what is the first thing we look at when we're looking at our nonfiction text features? What's the title of our story, of our text? The Wisconsin Journey. Ooh, already I can tell that I am going to be learning about some exciting information on Wisconsin. So that title on the front cover, already I know that I'm going to be learning about Wisconsin. Well, what about Wisconsin? That's what I get to look for more information as we go through the rest of these text features. After I look at the text, I open up to the next page and I look at the table of contents. So go ahead and do that. Let's find our table of contents. When you found it, put it up in the air and just put your finger on your nose. Looking for who's done. Sabia's done. Tamiria found it. Who else can show me that table of contents? Nice job. Savion, check.
It's right here.
All right. Pepe found it. You need it to be a level 0. You, Madison.
Now I can.
All right, looking for those scholars in scholar position. Awesome job to the scholars in the back. I will get your tickets to you when we dismiss. Hands down. Level 0 and 3. Level 0 and 2. Savion, can you wipe your dress, please? You're not working on this right now. Savion. Lanaya, I can't issue a paper right now. Come on down. Looking for my scholars that are going to continue to hold that level 0 or marry Katrina.
Why does he look like a mouse ball? He sounds like a mouse ball. Louise, you sound like a mouse ball. He sounds like a
Lila,
mouse
last
ball.
morning. Leon, tomorrow.
He's talking about Louise.
That's a level 0. Savion. Davion. We will find it in a minute. Come have a seat. Davion, come on. Davion, let's come. Davion. Alright, Skells, looking at that table of contents, I know that I can learn a bunch of new things. What else can I learn about from that table, Savion? Last warning, you two are on my last draft. Alright, looking at my table of contents, I know that I can learn a couple of new things. I know that I'm going to be learning about, let's see, Wisconsin, our home, our beautiful state, the first people. Well, it looks like I'm going to be learning a lot about the people, Benaya, who live in Wisconsin. I'm going to be learning a lot about maybe the geography and the history of Wisconsin. It sounds like there's a lot I'm going to be learning about from this book now that I've skimmed the table of contents. Sit back. Savion, go to your seat, please. Now. If you don't go, it's going to be a star anyway. All right, next, Leon.
No.
Next thing we look at. What's the next text feature I am looking at? Who can tell me? Looking for a hint. What's the next text feature I'm going to look for? Tyler, what's that next text feature? Oh, I'm sorry. No, we're not quite ready to get going. I can tell that we're not completely focused. Savion, let's get back to your seat and figure it out quickly.
Don't check me, little girl. Excuse me.
What you talking for?
Leon, level 0. Savion, have a seat. Please. Are you? I will get one for you, but you need to stop. All right, again, looking for my scholars that are going to ignore those poor choices and continue to stay focused. Wow, Sade and Timoteo and Jarvanti are so focused. KK, so focused right now. Again, I need that level 0. Let's make sure we're not getting distracted. Leon, please stand up and go to Mr. Myth before you do
I'm being nasty.
I understand that, but you're also...
I'm going to Mr. Mitt.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Goodness gracious.
Hi, take your parents.
Jalen, you need to come in class if you're going to be in class. Let's go. All right, so the next thing, Katrina, is, put those away, the next thing we look at is we start looking. The next thing we do is we look at the heading. So the heading of that first page, let's open up. Why don't you go to your seat, raise your hand, and then I would love to send you to Mr. Max. If you walk out without permission, it's going to have to be your start. You go to your seat and raise your hand, and I will let you go. Jordan and Jalen, let's go. Go to your seat. Danielle, Jordan, get in here. And he can do that, and we will lose a star. I need you to get back in here. Let's completely reset here. Awesome, Jarvanti and Timoteo, you guys are really impressing me right now. Leon, thank you for getting back to that level 0 and refocusing.
Hello.
Jalen, it was on your desk, so it's your responsibility.
Don't nobody look at it.
You're actually best.
This is a big old wall right here.
Tamiria, speak again. It's going to be a star. I need a level 0 like I have from Katrina and like I have from Ayana and Jarvanti. We're trying to get ourselves out to recess as soon as possible. We don't want to waste any more time right now. Let's go, Jalen. You need to be in class right now learning, so have a seat at the park. Jordan, go to your seat, please. Jordan, to your seat.
Just take your seat. Okay. Dog. You disrespect.
No, you
just step on your
around
shoe.
first. Have a seat.
Hey, disrespectful.
Have a seat.
step on the shoes.
When you're sitting at your seat, I would love to send you.
Again.
Then you will lose that last star.
Stop in the shoes. Discredit.
Who's making the choice to speak and who's not? I can see Tylen's completely focused right now. Savian, if you're sitting in your chair and you have your hand raised, I would love to send you to Mr. Nance. That's not
I'm
your
missing
time.
my other sheet.
Leon.
I'm missing my other sheet. I'm missing my other sheet.
All right.
She got my other sheet.
Leon.
I'm missing my sheet.
I understand that. Then why don't you raise your hand to ask for one? Because talking about it is only going to lose you a star. Jordan, you have 10 seconds to fix it. 9, 8, 7, 6 seconds, Jordan. 5, 4, voices off, please. 3, Jordan, pick that chair up. 2, 1, 0. Fix it, Jordan.
I was just giving her a star.
But you're really starting to just...
I don't know what shot I'm home right now.
Raise your hand, Savian.
I was waiting. I showed the whole picture too.
All right. So the next thing I would need to do after looking at my table of contents would be to look at my heading. So go ahead and open up to the second page in your cabinet. And let's find that next page. Who can read me the heading at the top? Tyler, go ahead and read me that heading at the top. The land we call home. Wow, okay, so that tells me the land we call home. That's the big heading. Headings are the names of the smaller parts. And the paragraphs, Tamiria, stop. Inside the text. So it says, the land we call home. The front row is humming quite a bit. I have stars for that. We're doing a good job there. To get to the holiday show. If you are at your seat with a hand raised longer than 5 seconds, I would love to sit you until you do that. I'm still hearing voices. I need them off so that we can get ourselves to recess. If this continues, we will not be able to have recess. You need to go back to your seat. If you choose to speak while I tell you not to, from here on out, I will have to take a turn. Don't make the choice to talk. Yes, David. Which one?
Then I write it on my
I
hand.
can't get one for you right now. I'm in the middle of the lesson, Jalen. If you had been here on time, you would have been okay. Unfortunately, you weren't. I cannot give you one right now. I looked for a hand. I didn't see one. All right, Scarlett. Thank you, Jordan, for going back to your seat. I now need you at level 0 so we can finish. Lanaya, please don't make that choice again. So, Scarlett, after that heading, we have a bunch of other things to go ahead and look through. So, Kylan's doing an awesome job. Now, let's look at that picture and caption. What kind of thing, what would we call that? Underneath the land we call home, there's a bit of text, but remember, what we're doing is we're revving our minds up to get ready to read the text. We're not starting yet, Leon. What we're doing is we're revving our minds up. So we're not going to read that chunk of text. We're not going to read this. We're going to go immediately to look at this part down here. What is this down here? What is this? What would we call this? You can tell me what we would call this. Aaliyah, what is this? It's a globe, but what kind of, is it, I would say it's either a picture or a diagram. Which one would you call it? Come here.
No. It's a